My name is Abhishek Chandra, also known as ABC. Well, ABC doesn't mean anything, just start of education. So let's get started. So, as this channel is dedicated to data science, and data science itself is very vast, so let's set the context for this data science video. So what I have done here, I've taken a diagram from a book which I studied during my MTech, and the sources as mentioned here. So this diagram pretty much speaks at a high level, what is artificial intelligence, machine learning being a subset of it, and then deep learning is a subset of machine learning. There is an intersection out here for data science. Data science, we have data preparation, data mining, statistic visualization. This topic itself is so huge. Means for data mining itself, there is a book of 1,000 pages. There's a lot of knowledge around this, and it intersects with AI and ML and deep learning. So what we are gonna talk about today, generative AI. Okay, so as you saw, like AI, ML was a subset of AI, deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and then generative AI is a subset of deep learning. Now, what is generative AI? Generative AI refers to artificial intelligence systems that create new content such as text, images, music, or code by learning pattern from the existing data. Okay. Next concept that we need here, which we will be touching, is large language models, which is again a subset of deep learning. Okay, so both being subset of deep learning, there is an intersection out here. So what is large language models? Large language model is a general purpose model which is based on the text of petadata size text, trained on those texts for the around billions of parameters. So normal application of large language models will be chatbots, for example, or generating any content, or completing a sentence, for example, or it can be a code generation. So this is the intersection where we're gonna talk. Okay, and coming to the generative AI application, it has a lot of things to it. There's a text, code, image, speech, video, 3D, others, and there's a whole thing around image generations. There's a general writing, gaming, RPA, a lot of further things here. But where we are today is text to SQL or SQL. Okay, the source, as you can see here, it's not something I would write. It's Google Cloud Tech. Okay, coming to the agenda. So very important, if you know the agenda, it's very what you are expected to see. So let's start with demo. Well, probably it's a question, because normally you will see people filling up with you lots of story. This is how you do this, that, and finally you see the outcome. So let's see the demo first. Why demo first? Probably Three Idiot is my favorite movie. Yeah, I'm waiting for its sequel, and probably the name would be Three Idiot 2. No, I think it should be Four Idiot. Making space for myself. Next we'll do is explore, and I'll let you know how everything is set up, in detail. I'll show you the code around it, and you can do it yourself. Then we'll see how to innovate it. So let's get started with our demo. let's start with our demo. So what you see here is an Streamlit application. It's a Python application built on Python, and what you need to imagine here is there is a database. Of course, we're talking SQL. There is a database, and it has some sales history information to it. Sales history in respect to products with related to customers, promotions, and all that. Well, I'll show you the whole database and its setup later, like just for even if you come here, show me suggested questions, you'll probably understand like what it's supposed to talk about. Okay, but probably it knows this questions already, so I'll not ask this actually. So, and to be very precise, this has been trained with minimum 3 to 4 training data only, just 3 to 4 training data, which I'll show you. So this doesn't know anything about database and like the whole everything around it. But let's see if it can answer my questions. So I'll start with show me total sales per year. Okay. So okay, this is showing me the total sales, sale around, okay, and it generated a SQL for me, which is, you can see the tables, which I'll show you later, the columns, exactly it's doing the sum of the amount sold as total sales, and generate some output, which you can see. Then it's also generating a chart for us. Well, I would prefer a line chart than this, but this is also okay. We'll talk about data visualizations later in my next video, where I'll talk about different types of charts and which one you should prefer. So here again, it's also giving you a total summary. It's telling you that total sales has increased from 2019 to 2022. This is a summary text here, and then, well, we can see, yeah, from the chart. If you have a chart, you can see a lot of things here, and this talks 1,000 words. So okay, let me try some another thing. Let me ask something else. Show me profit for sales. I'm interested in profit. Sales is okay. Show me profit for sales per year. Okay, good question. Okay, so it's generating a SQL. Probably I'm asking it for the first time. Okay, very good. Something happened. Okay, so it says total sales and profit for each year. Profit increased also with sales, which is obvious, but let's see what it has. So okay, it has a sale of this, but profit is always less. This is normal. This is the sales number over the years 2019 to 2022, and this is my profit. Okay, before we go to the actual setup, like how we did it, let me ask one more question. Like, can you tell me, I'll just change my show me to tell me, can you tell me top 3 highest selling product by sales? Okay, good question. Okay, trying to generate something. Oh, it did. Very nice. So it generated, okay, it's telling me the top 3 products with the sales, which is there. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is not in that order, means it should be like, but here in the graph it is better. Yeah. So, and does it just tells you something? Okay, it also gives you, it also giving you follow-up questions, which is nice. So probably not everything it will know, but it may be trying. You want me to, can you show total sales for each product in descending order? Okay. What is happening now? Oh, wow. It learned on its own. Okay, total sales. Okay, very nice. So, well, it printed out almost show me total sales for each product. So, okay, it had 10 product and it is showing me in a descending order, which is quite okay. But the best part is that when it generates this SQL, when you are right now, as I said, this is not trained. It's hardly trained with a few training data, which I'll show you. So remember these questions. These questions are not trained. You have even trained this. So now what you can do, you can take this question, you can actually modify this SQL if it's not right, because a lot many times, because it has not full information, there may be missing joins, something is there. So with your expertise, you can correct the sequels and put it back to the model, so that next time it's actually understands better. That's the best part of it. It learns as you go. At some point of time it will be almost perfect, because in normal enterprise we have a lot of data, and even it has a lot of tables right now, and the training data is very less. But you can always take the SQL, modify it, and train it back. Okay, so let's see what next we have. So okay, we need to explore it. So we'll start exploring it before, and then we'll innovate what? This one. So what we saw today, like what we saw is like text to SQL to chart, and there was a summary text. How about adding a voice to it? And like you speak your question, it will be converted into text, and then it will generate a SQL, and then summary text can be again converted back to text. Something like maybe if I have to imagine a robot in your office, where you go and ask him, hey, tell me my sales, how it's doing. And he just speaks it out like, this is what it is. Probably that would be not the best idea to do, means any visitor coming and knowing your sales probably. But okay, the security around the voices, like whom to answer, not to answer, and all that is again different. But to innovate, like you can think about this taking into to a robot sitting in your office, and you can talk to the robot and get your answers quickly, and all sorts of imaginations that you can have. Okay, let's move. Okay, we're done. Okay, so let's cook this. Let's explore it. Let's cook this. So when we cook, we need something to cook it. So to cook this, you need one node of database. Okay, and it can be any database. We are using Oracle Express 21C, which is free. Sun Express free edition. And then what you will need is a vector DB. It can be any vector DB. We will talk about Vana. This is the engine inside which is doing all this. Vana.ai. So I have used Vana hosted vector DB. You can use any vector DB of your choice. LLM, large language model. Again, we are using OpenAI via Vana.ai. Of course, Python. Python is required, and I'm using the latest 3.11.7. Python package at a high level, you need Vana. That's your engine inside. Streamlit is what you saw, the app, and we need to connect to Oracle DB. So there's a Python package for Oracle DB. So these are the Python packages we will need. A machine, of course, where you will code. Okay, so this was very important. A machine means I'm using MacBook Pro. You can use your Windows, whatever you have. And if you want to code on your phone, you can code on your phone. Yes, it's Python. You have Python apps editor where you can run Python script, something like for iPhone. I know there is something called Pyto. you can run Python in your phone, scripts on your phone. Okay. Database, still phone database, Oracle database on phone. Well, 20 years back, everybody said mobile is the future, but still, I don't think Oracle needs lots of resources, and mobile will not be a good idea. But anyways, we will go with the machine here. Oops, a glass of water. Well, as per data science, as per medical science, one should have at least 3 to 4 liter of water every day. That's the reason I put it there. Just a reminder, at least have 3 to 4 liter of water every day. This glass of water, don't put it on your machine, else nothing will work. Okay, so talking about water and mobile, I remember one thing I'd like to share. I thought when everybody said 20 years back, mobile is the future, I thought, one day the CEOs of the companies will be swimming with their data center. I mean, you can swim with your iPhone, but what if the data center is an iPhone? But yes, it will take time. The electronics, the heat is the problem. Probably will reach there, but just ignore my poor jokes for now. Okay, so the process to cook. This is what it is. So what you see here, this is from Vana.ai. This is our process. There's a question that we're gonna ask, which search. So there's a question. It goes searches. This is any vector database where we are storing the models, learning models, training models actually, and then it prompts, it talks to any LLM, it creates the SQL query, executes the query against the database, get the information, and does the charts and all that. And again, as I said, you can manually re-query and rewrite and correct the query and send it back to the vector store. Okay, I'll tell you when we reach there how to do it. Okay, yeah, source. Okay, let's get to first thing first. I'll show you quickly the setup. So Oracle, coming to Oracle first. So Oracle means I tried installing Oracle using Podman. So I have a Podman Oracle XE edition Podman here, and I have a Podman container running, and this is on my local. I would not suggest you to do. It's not that easy to run it, but if you want to try, or you just take another machine and run it. So I have, like as I said, I have Oracle XE running on my local. Okay, and probably it's still up and running and connecting. Oh yeah, okay, but we are not using it. What we are using it as it's something on a remote, okay, on another machine. And as I said, I'll let you know the table. So how I have done it, you can always go to Oracle GitHub. Here there's an DB samples, so Oracle DB samples. What I've done, I've taken this sales history and I have created one by one running SS, like install, then create, populate, which is very simple. You can just say SQL plus, and well, this is like not that important, but just in case, so you run it, and then once you're here, okay, then just do at the rate, give your path for wherever this file is, and sh install, and it will install it. Load some CSV file also, and if it's not loaded, also you can just go to the table here. You can come and just say import. Okay, so this is okay. You can say import data. It loads from the CSV. It has lots of sales information here, a lot of them. So this is how I have got it. If you remember the like you were seeing prod ID in the demo, you were looking to some time ID as well, like see time ID. So if it's a date column, it will automatically know date, but this is a little tricky, you name the column as time ID. So this makes like little difficult. Suppose the column has just date in it, so probably it knows it's a date. Easy for the model to learn. So this is how I have set it up. Okay, and this is where we were trying to connect. Now coming to the Python libraries. So Python, I have everything in a requirement. So let me do. So this is my requirement. What I have now, just you can do is just say pip install -r dot requirements. It's already installed for me. Already requirements already there. If not, it will just set it up for you. You can also run pip install one by one. Okay, for example, Oracle DB, this Python package doesn't support connectivity to older Oracle XE version like 11 and all over thin client. It can use thick client, and for thick client you need to install the client libraries and all that. So but I'm using 21C, I believe, so all good. So this is all about Python. It has Wana installed, it has Streamlit installed, and all the other dependencies like NumPy, pandas, very common Python libraries, all are in there. Plotly, this is where it was generating the graph for you. So this is all in there. Okay, now what else was there? Yeah, now let me show you where was my yeah, not here, probably here. Yeah, so I had my one account here. Okay, so just log in with your email ID. It gives you a key. Okay, you need to get this key to use their vector database, LLM, and all that. So means you can actually use any, like if you have seen, then you can use any vector database LLM of your choice, like OpenAI. Just like for this demo, we are just using it from OpenAI. So to do that, you need to create an account here and get your key. Okay, if you see my model here, see this is my model. I'm using ABC5. There are 5 training data. Probably I might have run 1 or 2 extra, but it's not like that. So where it is exactly, so we'll see that. Okay, so this is my Jupyter notepad, which I've used for training the model, which is a one time. I need to renew this, but okay. Now this is how it connects. You just import Wana from Wana.remote, Wana default, then you give the key, you give the model name, and it connects. Once the connection is done to where you will store the training data, you need to connect to your own local your Oracle database. So this is an DSN for it. It's running locally here, and yeah, this password, this one, web methods default. Okay, you will not, you can change it later, no problem. Okay, so once you do this, then there's some information schema. There's in SQL you'll find information schema for Oracle. This is how you are trying to train. So there's some information you're giving. Now these are the some training, like what I've done, I've given a DDL, so it understands what is sales table actually. Just a DDL right now, no SQL. Again, one more DDL to understand the cost database, database table, and probably one SQL. This is what I have run maybe a couple of times. That's why it's more that. So one SQL, just to give the model a little idea around one of the query. This, and if you remember, this is not the query we were using when doing the demo. Then after doing this, I just tried whether it's telling me something or not. So I said show my total sales per product, and it's just generated this for me. Okay, now when I was saying how to train it back, so this is how you can add your SQL and train the model. So basically you can ask to whatever you, during the demo you saw I was writing one question and there was a SQL coming. You can change that SQL and you can just say probably need to learn better, and just add the SQL. Okay. Well, I think I have missed something, but you can find this. This is already in Wana. You can find this. Okay. So yes, this is all I did to set it up and running. Okay, I don't think we have anything more to. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you would have liked it. And this is my YouTube channel. You can subscribe if you want to see more videos. You can like if you don't want to subscribe right now. Bookmark it, save it, come back. Let's see if you get more. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again, do take care of yourself.